Hello students, welcome to Rayat Shikshan Sanstha's online learning program. Your lesson today is The Happy Prince from Unit 2.5. About the author Oscar Wilde. Born on October 16, 1854, Oscar Wilde was an Anglo-Irish playwright, novelist, poet and critic. He is regarded as one of the greatest playwrights of the Victorian era. In his lifetime, he wrote 9 plays, one novel, and numerous poems, short stories, and essays. His famous works are The Picture of Dorian Gray, The Importance of Being Earnest, and The Ballad of Reading Gaol. So, here you can see the picture of Oscar Wilde. Now, the summary of the story. The story is about a prince. So, when the prince was alive, he was very happy. But after his death, a big statue of his was erected on a pedestal. From there, he could see the entire city, and at that time, he saw the miseries of the people. He saw the poor people, the homeless, their hunger and starvation. The prince was sad to see all these miseries, sadness of the people. Now, the central idea of the story. The idea of judging someone based on how they look is one of the central themes of Oscar Wilde's The Happy Prince. Wilde's writing tells the story of a majestic prince that overlooks the city adorned on gold leaf and jewels such as sapphires and rubies. Yet, despite his wealth, he is not happy. Now, central idea means what the writer wants to tell you through this story. This story is considered a classic. So, I hope you enjoy the story. The Happy Prince. So, the statue of the Happy Prince stood high above in the city, and this statue was covered with gold. Its eyes were bright blue jewels. There were stones, precious stones fitted in the eyes, and a red jewel hung from its waist. Everyone thought that it was very beautiful, and everyone in the city thought that the statue was very beautiful. So, why aren't you like the happy prince? Mothers said to their little boys when they cried. So, when any boy would cry, the mother would say, why aren't you like the happy prince? They would give the example of the happy prince. And sad men looked at the statue and they would say that at least we are glad that someone in this world is happy, because the prince was always happy. So one day what happened? A little swallow is a tiny bird. It flew alone over the city. He had come with his friends, but his friends had gone away and he decided to stay back for 6 weeks. Where can I stay tonight? He thought. So this bird, he was thinking where he could stay for that night. Then he saw the statue. So as soon as he saw the statue, he said, I will stay there. So he landed between the feet of the happy prince. So he came to the feet of the happy prince. And then he said, he was thinking, I have a golden bedroom. Why did he say that? Because the prince was made of gold. But as he put his head under his wing, a large drop of water fell on him. But what happened? When this bird was getting ready to sleep, a large drop of water fell on him. He looked up. That is very strange, he thought. There is not a cloud in the sky, but it is raining. He is telling that it is very strange. There is no cloud in the sky, but still it is raining. Okay, then another drop fell. So, and next time another drop fell on the bird, and this time she said, I cannot stay on a statue that cannot keep me dry. I will be wet if it rains. I must find another place. So she said, I will look for another place. And she decided to fly. But As he opened his wings, a third drop fell. So now, when this bird was about to fly, a third drop of water fell on him. And he looked up, and what did he see? He saw that the eyes of the happy prince were full of tears. See, it is very surprising that the statue's eyes were full of tears, and tears rolled down his golden face. And tears were rolling down his golden face, and the face of this prince was looking very beautiful in the moonlight, and somehow the swallow felt very sorry for him. See, you can see this picture here, the tears rolling down the prince's face and the bird looking at him. Who are you? Asked the bird. So the bird was surprised, and he asked the prince, Who are you? I am the happy prince. Then why are you crying? So the bird asked, You are the happy prince, so why are you crying? I am wet with your tears. So the bird is telling, Because of your tears I am wet. So now the prince is explaining to her. When I was alive, said the prince, I had a heart like every other man. So he said that when I was alive, I had a heart like every man. But I did not know what tears were. So he's telling, I did not know when I was alive. I did not know what are tears, what is unhappiness. I lived in a palace where there was no sadness. So he said, I lived in a palace and I never knew what was sadness. In the daytime, I played with my friends in a beautiful garden. So he said, I played with my friends in the daytime, and there was a high wall around the garden, and that garden was surrounded by a high wall. But I did not know what lay on the other side. So he said, I did not know what was there on the other side of the wall. So I was called the happy prince. So he said, that's why I used to be always happy, and everyone used to call me happy prince. I was pleased with my little world. He said, I was very happy in my little world. Now I am dead and they have put me up here. So he's telling, now that I am dead, they have put a statue of me here. I can see all the unhappiness of my city. My heart now is made of a cheap metal. But even that poor heart can feel, and still I cry. So he's telling, now my heart is made of metal, but still now I can feel the sorrows and the pains of the people. Oh, said the swallow to himself, he is not only gold on the outside. So he's telling, so the swallow, when he heard this, he said, this statue is not only made of gold from outside, but he also has a golden heart. This is what he meant to say. So now this prince is telling, far away from here in a low voice, he said to this swallow, he said, far away from here there is a poor house in a little street. Through an open window, I can see a woman at a table. So this prince is telling, there is a house far away from here, and I can see from the window that there is a woman at a table. She is making a dress for one of the queen's ladies. So she's weaving something. She's weaving a dress for the queen's ladies, for the queen's lady, one of the ladies of the queen, for a dance in the palace. So her little boy is lying on a bed in the corner of a room. So the prince is telling this, the lady's son is lying on the bed in the corner of the room. He is very ill. He's telling that boy is very ill. He is crying because she can only give him water from the river. Now this prince is telling that little boy is crying because the mother has nothing to give her except water. Little bird, will you take my red jewel to her? I cannot move from here. So this prince is telling, do one thing, you take my red jewel, take my jewel and give it to this lady, because I cannot move from here. Okay, my friends are waiting for me in Egypt, said the swallow. But the swallow, she said, No, how can I go? Because my friends are already waiting for me in Egypt. If I do your work, I will get late. Little bird, said the prince, please stay. So this prince is asking the little bird to stay back. The boy is crying and his mother is so unhappy. He's telling that boy is crying and the mother is also looking so helpless. The happy prince looked very sad and the little swallow was sorry for him. So this prince, he was looking very sad. So somehow this swallow, he felt sorry for him. It is very cold here, he said. So this swallow is telling, here I am feeling very cold, but I will stay with you for one night. Tomorrow I will take the jewel. So the swallow agreed and he said that tomorrow I will stay with you for the night and tomorrow I will take the jewel to that lady. So see, here you can see that old lady, she is sewing, she is doing something, and that son, he is sleeping there. So the swallow took the great red jewel from the prince's waist and flew away with it over the roofs of the town. So now this swallow, she took the jewel, that jewelry from the prince's waist, and she flew away. The bird passed over the river and flew and flew. So this bird was flying because the house was very far. At last, he came to the poor little house and looked inside. So now he reached the house and he was looking inside the house. The boy was lying on the bed and the mother was asleep because she was very tired after working. He flew in and put the red jewel on the table. Now this bird, she went inside and she put that red jewel on the table. Then he flew around the bed and then he flew around the bed where the boy was sleeping, moving the air around the boy's face. So because of that, there was air around the boy's face because of the moving wings. And then, oh, said the boy, my face does not feel so hot now. So because of that, the boy now, he was not feeling very hot, he was feeling better, and he was telling, I think I am getting better, and he fell asleep. So now the swallow had done the work and she flew back to the happy prince. Then she is telling, it is strange, the swallow said. She is telling, it is very strange. It is very cold, but I feel quite warm. She is telling, the weather is very cold, but I am feeling warm. That is because you have done a good thing, said the prince. So the prince is telling, because you have done a good work, so that is why you are not feeling cold. So with this, the little swallow fell asleep. So with this, now the swallow is sleeping. Now see this. This is also that mother is giving. This the same picture. The bird is there with the ruby, and the mother is with the son who is sick. So when the next day the swallow flew down to the river for a bath. So the swallow went to the river to take bath. And there what happened? A clever man saw him. So there was a man who saw him. That is very unusual, he said. That kind of a bird here in winter, I must write that down. So this person, he said, it is very strange to see a bird at this winter here. So he is telling that I must write down this in my story. So now this, I will go to Egypt tonight, thought the swallow. Now the swallow is thinking, I will go back tonight. So when the moon came up, so when it was night, it was dark, he came to the happy prince. Can I do anything for you in Egypt? He said. So this swallow is telling the prince, Prince, can I do something for you in Egypt? Because I am going to fly back to Egypt. Little bird, said the prince. Please will you stay with me for one more night? So again this prince is telling, please don't go, little bird, please stay for one more night with me. My friends are waiting for me, answered the bird. Far away across the city, said the prince, I can see a young writer in a little room at the top of a house. So he's telling, the swallow is telling, my friends are waiting for me But the prince is telling that no, they're far away in the city. I see one young writer. There is a writer in a little room at the top of a house. He is sitting, this writer, he is sitting at a table that is covered with papers. He's trying to write something. At his side, there are some dead flowers, and there are some flowers at his side. He is trying to he's trying to finish a story. Okay, he is trying to write a story, but he is very cold and he cannot write because of the cold. There is no fire in the room and he is weak and hungry. So this prince is telling about all this. Now I will wait with you for one more night. So when this swallow hears the story, he tells he tells the prince that I will wait with you for one more night. So now the swallow is telling, what should I take to him? Can I take? So now this prince is telling, take him one of my eyes. So they are made of blue stones. So his eyes, the prince's eyes, are made of blue stones. So he's telling, take one of them and give it to the young man. It is a precious stone, huh? So he's telling the young man can sell it and buy wood and food. He can finish his story. Now he's telling, once he gets this stone, the precious stone, he can buy it and he can get wood and food, and then he can finish writing his story. Now see what the swallow says. Take out your eye, dear prince. He's telling, what, you're asking me to take out your eyes? I cannot do that. So the swallow said, I cannot do that, and he began to cry. But this prince, he wanted to help these people, so he said, please do it. He's telling, please do it. Okay, so the swallow could now not do anything because he also felt sorry for the prince. So the swallow took out the prince's eye and flew away to the young man's room. So he took the eyes, the jewel, the stones, and went to the young man's room. So see, here you can see that this picture, this blue is a sapphire. Okay, blue stones, they are called sapphire. So you can see here the a swallow with that sapphire on his beak and that writer there. So this is the story. This is the story. This is a very long story, so I have made it in two parts. So the next part I will do with you in your next class. Okay, I hope you have understood the story till now. So thank you, students.